大家好，我是 Jenny， 欢迎来到沉思者 J。今天要为大家介绍一位真正改变世界的梦想家。他用一只小老鼠征服了全世界的心，他让动画从短片变成史诗长片，他更创造出地球上最快乐的地方。这位传奇人物就是华特迪士尼。1901年12月5日，华特迪士尼出生在美国芝加哥。他的父亲伊利亚斯是爱尔兰裔加拿大人，母亲弗罗拉则是德国裔美国人。华特在家中排行老四，上面有3个哥哥，下面有1个妹妹。他的3哥罗伊日后成为他最重要的事业伙伴。华特的童年并不轻松，父亲经常要求孩子们一起打工，但这并没有磨灭他的创造力，反而让他更加珍惜梦想的力量。1906年，全家搬到密苏里州堪萨斯城，在那里，华特开始展现对绘画的热情。1918年，美国参加第1次世界大战，当时只有17岁的华特想要参军，但因为年龄不够被拒绝。他没有放弃，他模仿父母的签字，成功加入红十字国际委员会当志愿兵。这段经历让他更加独立成熟。退伍后，华特回到堪萨斯城，他在广告公司找到工作，在那里学会了拍摄电影和动画的基本技术，这成为他日后事业的重要基础。1920年，华特和同事乌布伊沃克斯合伙，成立了伊沃克斯迪士尼商业美术公司，但公司只撑了1个月就倒闭了，他们总共才赚到$135。失败没有击倒华特。1922年，他成立了欢笑动画公司，开始制作改编童话故事的动画短片，作品在堪萨斯市颇受好评，但成本却大于收入。在制作爱丽丝在卡通国时，公司再次倒闭，华特决定前往好莱坞重新开始。1923年10月16日，华特和哥哥罗伊在洛杉矶创办迪士尼兄弟工作室，原始资本额只有$3200。他们继续制作爱丽丝喜剧系列。1926年，公司更名为华特迪士尼工作室。1927年，他们获得了奥斯华幸运兔的合约，这是个可爱的兔子角色，市场反应非常好。但好景不长，1928年，华特向发行商明兹要求增加预算，没想到明兹反过来要求缩减20%。更糟的是，明兹已经买通了华特的大部分员工，并声称奥斯华的版权属于环球影业。华特被迫接受这个霸王条款，还是拒绝妥协。他选择完成剩下的合约后终止合作。这次背叛让华特学到宝贵一课，他发誓绝不再把角色版权卖给别人。失去奥斯华和大部分员工后，新的迪士尼工作室只剩下4个人：华特本人、动画师乌布伊沃克斯，还有2位学徒艺术家。但华特没有气馁，反而更加坚定要从头开始。据说在从纽约返回洛杉矶的火车上，华特设计出了一个新角色。最初他想取名莫蒂莫，但妻子莉莲建议改成米奇。就这样，米老鼠诞生了。米奇的外形是乌布精心绘制的，圆圆的耳朵，梨形的身体，标志性的红色短裤和黄色大鞋，还有那双白色4指手套。1928年5月10日，第1部米奇短片《疯狂的飞机》试映，观众反应还不错，但没有造成轰动。华特继续制作了第2部骑快马的高卓人，然后是第3部威力气船。这次他采纳哥哥罗伊的建议，为动画加入声音。1928年11月18日，威力气船在纽约殖民剧院上映，这是世界第1部有声动画。米奇在船上吹着口哨，用各种动物当作乐器演奏，观众看得哈哈大笑，米奇一炮而红。这一天后来被定为米奇的生日。米奇的成功拯救了迪士尼工作室。从1928年到1947年，华特亲自为米奇配音长达19年。他把米奇塑造成乐观正义的形象，虽然偶尔会急躁贪玩，但总是充满善良和勇气。米奇很快成为美国文化的象征。1929年，迪士尼开始制作糊涂交响曲系列，第1集是骷髅舞。1930年，米奇商品开始全球销售。1932年，华特因创造米老鼠获得奥斯卡特别奖。同年推出世界第1部彩色卡通花语树。迪士尼开始使用泰尼科勒彩色技术，让动画色彩更加鲜艳生动。1933 1933年，3只小猪上映，片中主题曲成为热门流行歌曲。1934年，唐老鸭首次出现在聪明的小母鸡。迪士尼的角色家族越来越庞大，米奇、米妮、唐老鸭、高飞、布鲁托，这些角色陪伴了无数人的童年。但华特的野心不只是短片。1934年，他宣布要制作第一部动画长片，题材选择了格林童话《白雪公主》。这个决定震惊了整个好莱坞，当时从来没有人做过动画长片，业界嘲笑这是迪士尼的愚蠢。连华特的哥哥罗伊和妻子莉莲都试图劝阻，但华特坚持自己的梦想。他估计制作预算为25万美元，这是普通动画短片预算的10倍。为了筹措资金，他甚至抵押了自己的房子。制作过程充满挑战，动画师们从未处理过如此复杂的人物动作。为了让白雪公主更真实，他们拍摄了真人演员作为参考。华特对品质要求极高，他亲自参与每个细节的讨论，从角色设计到场景布局，从配乐到配音，都力求完美。制作团队日以继夜的工作，华特常常工作到深夜才回家。他相信只要用心制作，观众一定能感受到那份诚意。资金很快就用完了，华特需要25万美元才能完成电影。他为美国银行的约瑟夫·罗森伯格放映粗剪版。放映期间，罗森伯格一动不动地坐着，华特的心七上八下。放映结束后，罗森伯格转向他说：“华特，那东西会赚一大笔钱。”然后批准了贷款。1937年12月21日，《白雪公主与7个小矮人》在好莱坞首映，这是影史第一部彩色动画长片，片长83分钟，最终制作成本高达148万美元，观众被深深震撼了。白雪公主的美丽，7个小矮人的可爱，邪恶皇后的恐怖，全都栩栩如生。电影大获成功，首次发行就获得800万美元国际收入，成为当时票房最高的电影。1939年，华特获得奥斯卡荣誉奖，这个奖项非常特别，是一座普通尺寸的小金人，加上7座迷你小金人，代表白雪公主和7个小矮人，是由当时年仅10岁的童星雪莉·邓波颁发。白雪公主的成功证明了华特的远见，动画长片从此成为迪士尼的主业。1940年，《木偶奇遇记》上映，同年推出影史第一部立体声电影《幻想曲》。这部电影将古典乐与动画完美结合，从此华特只担任制片，不再亲自从事绘画工作。1941年，《小飞象》上映；1942年，《小鹿斑比》上映。每部作品都展现了动画技术的新突破，但第二次世界大战的爆发影响了票房，许多电影在欧洲市场遭受损失。幸好战后多次重映，这些经典作品终于获得应有的认可。战后，华特开始思考新的发展方向。1950年，《仙履奇缘》上映，大获成功。1953年，《小飞侠》上映，迪士尼成立博伟公司，自行发行电影，不再依赖其他发行商。同年推出第一部真人与动画结合的电影，展现了华特不断创新的精神。1954年，迪士尼在 ABC 开始电视节目，节目名称是《迪士尼奇妙世界》，华特亲自担任主持人，用温暖亲切的方式介绍动画制作过程。这个节目让无数美国家庭无法忘怀。华特成为家喻户晓的人物，但华特最大的梦想还在前面。他想创造一个让全家人都能享受的乐园。当时的游乐园都很脏乱，家长只能坐在旁边看孩子玩。华特想改变这种状况，他要打造一个干净、安全、充满想象力的地方。1948年，华特开始构思米奇老鼠公园。他前往世界各地的公园参观取经，包括丹麦的去弗里公园、荷兰的艾夫特林，还有美国的绿野村庄。他把看到的优点都记录下来，然后加入自己独特的创意。最初计划在百本克片场附近建造，但随着构想越来越宏大，原本的预定的已经无法容纳。华特请来哈里森·普莱斯寻找新地点，最后选定洛杉矶东南方的安纳汉，一块面积约65公顷的土地。1954年，迪士尼乐园开始建设，华特亲自监督每个细节，从建筑设计到游乐设施，从景观布置到员工训练。他要 确保一切都达到最高标准。乐园分为5大主题区域：美国小镇大街、冒险世界、边域世界、幻想世界，还有明日世界。1955年7月17日，加州迪士尼乐园正式开幕。这是世界第一座迪士尼主题乐园，也是华特亲自参与设计的唯一一座。开幕当天吸引了28000名游客，虽然出现了一些小状况，但游客的热情超乎想象。华特在开幕仪式上说：“迪士尼乐园永远不会完工，只要世界上还有想象力存在，乐园就会不断成长变化。”这句话成为迪士尼的经营理念。乐园不断推出新设施、新表演，让游客每次来都有新惊喜。迪士尼乐园大获成功，第一年就接待了超过300万游客，成为美国最受欢迎的旅游景点之一。1956年，乐园开始释放烟火表演。1959年，单轨列车和一票制推出，乐园的魅力不断增加。华特没有停止创新的脚步。1961年，101中狗上映，采用全录影印创新技术，大大提高了动画制作效率。1963年，时钟剑上映。1964年，欢乐满人间上映。这是迪士尼第一部真人音乐电影，获得13项奥斯卡提名。同时，华特开始规划更大的梦想。他在佛罗里达州奥兰多附近购买土地，准备建造华特迪士尼世界度假区。这个度假区比加州乐园大得多，采用酒店、餐饮与购物结合的模式。他希望创造一个完整的度假天堂。1966年秋天，华特的身体状况恶化，他被诊断出肺癌。即使住进医院接受治疗，他仍然为佛罗里达的计划操劳。这是他亲自设计的最后作品，也是他留给世界的遗产。1966年12月15日，华特迪士尼因肺癌医治无效逝世，享年65岁。当时佛罗里达计划还在建设中，他的哥哥罗伊接手了这个重任。1971年10月1日，华特迪士尼世界度假区正式开幕。这是目前全世界最大的迪士尼乐园。华特迪士尼一生获奖无数，他获得48个奥斯卡奖提名，实际获得22座奥斯卡金像奖、7座艾美奖，是至今获得奥斯卡奖最多的个人。但对华特来说，最大的成就不是奖项，而是为世界带来欢乐和梦想。他创造的米老鼠成为全球文化图腾。1934年入选大英百科全书。1978年成为第一个进入好莱坞星光大道的动画角色。白雪公主开创了动画长片时代，证明动画不只是娱乐，更是艺术。迪士尼乐园改变了主题公园的概念，让游乐园成为全家人的梦想天堂。华特的影响力遍及全世界，如今全球有6座迪士尼乐园，分别在美国加州、美国奥兰多、法国巴黎、日本东京、中国香港和中国上海，每年吸引数亿游客造访。迪士尼公司成为全球最大的媒体娱乐集团，但华特最珍贵的遗产是他的精神。他相信梦想的力量，即使在最困难的时候也不放弃。他说过，如果你能梦想它，你就能实现它。这句话激励了无数追梦的人。华特也教导我们要保持好奇心，像孩子一样看待世界，永远相信魔法的存在。他创造的不只是娱乐产品，更是一种生活态度，一种对美好事物的追求。从一只小老鼠开始，华特迪士尼建立了一个娱乐帝国。他证明了创意和坚持的力量，证明了梦想可以成真。他的作品跨越了语言和文化的界限，为全世界带来欢笑和感动。2009年，华特迪士尼家族博物馆开幕，位于旧金山金门大桥附近。馆内展示了华特的一生和成就，让后人了解这位梦想家的故事。2024年，初代米老鼠进入公有领域，但迪士尼的魔法将永远延续。今天，当我们走进迪士尼乐园，看到睡美人城堡，听到熟悉的旋律，与米奇合影，观赏烟火表演，我们都在体验华特留下的梦想。他用一生告诉我们，只要敢于梦想，勇于创造，就能改变世界。华特迪士尼不只是动画先驱，更是梦想的实践者。他从零开始，经历无数挫折，但从未放弃对美好的追求。他创造的米老鼠给大萧条时期的人们带来欢笑，他 的动画电影让艺术有了新的可能，他的主题乐园成为地球上最快乐的地方。直到今天，迪士尼的魔法依然在延续。每个孩子都认识米奇和他的朋友们，每个家庭都想去迪士尼乐园。这一切都源于一个人的梦想，一个相信魔法、坚持创新的梦想家。华特曾说，你可以设计、创造、建造世界上最美好的地方，但需要人们来实现这个梦想。今天，数以百万计的人们继续实践着他的梦想，让迪士尼的魔法传遍世界每个角落。感谢华特迪士尼，感谢他为世界带来的欢乐和梦想，感谢他教会我们要勇敢追梦，感谢他证明了想象力可以改变世界。他的精神将永远激励着我们，去追求自己的梦想，创造属于自己的魔法。我们下次见喽。Hello everyone, I'm Jenny. Welcome to Thinker J. Today we're going to introduce a true dreamer who changed the world. He conquered hearts worldwide with a little mouse. He transformed animation from short films into epic features. He created the happiest place on earth. This legendary figure is Walt Disney. December 5, 1901. Walt Disney was born in Chicago, United States. His father Ieyasu was an Irish-Canadian. His mother Flora was a German-American. Walt was the fourth child in the family. He had 3 older brothers and 1 younger sister. His third brother Roy later became his most important business partner. Walt's childhood was not easy. His father often required the children to work together, but this did not diminish his creativity. Instead, it made him cherish the power of dreams even more. In 1906, the family moved to Kansas City, Missouri. There, Walt began to show his passion for drawing. In 1918, the United States joined World War I. Walt, who was only 17 years old, wanted to join the military, but he was rejected for being too young. He did not give up. He forged his parents' signatures. He successfully joined the Red Cross as a volunteer. This experience made him more independent and mature. After returning from service, Walt went back to Kansas City. He found work at an advertising company. There he learned the basics of filmmaking and animation. This became an important foundation for his future career. In 1920, Walt partnered with his colleague of iWorks. They established the iWorks Disney Commercial Art Company. But the company only lasted 1 month before closing. They earned a total of only $135. Failure did not defeat Walt. In 1922, he founded Laugh-O-Gram Films. He began producing animated shorts based on fairy tales. The works were well received in Kansas City, but costs exceeded income. While producing Alice comedies, the company went bankrupt again. Walt decided to head to Hollywood to start over. October 16, 1923, Walt and his brother Roy founded Disney Brothers Studio in Los Angeles. The initial capital was only $3,200. They continued producing the Alice Comedies series. In 1926, the company was renamed Walt Disney Studio. In 1927, they secured a contract for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It was a cute rabbit character. The market response was very positive. But the good times did not last. In 1928, Walt asked distributor Charles Mintz for a budget increase. Unexpectedly, Mintz demanded a 20% reduction instead. Worse still, Mintz had already bought off most of Walt's employees. He claimed that the copyright for Oswald belonged to Universal Pictures. Walt was forced to accept this unfair deal, or refuse to compromise. He chose to complete the remaining contract and terminate the cooperation. This betrayal taught Walt a valuable lesson. He vowed never to sell character copyrights to others again. After losing Oswald and most of his staff, the new Disney studio had only 4 people: Walt himself, animator of iWorks, and 2 apprentice artists. But Walt was not discouraged. Instead, he became more determined to start from scratch. Legend has it that on the train from New York back to Los Angeles, Walt designed a new character. Initially, he wanted to name it Mortimer, but his wife Lillian suggested changing it to Mickey. And so, Mickey Mouse was born. Mickey's appearance was carefully designed by Ab. Round ears, pear-shaped body, iconic red shorts and big yellow shoes, and those white 4-fingered gloves. May 10, 1928. The first Mickey short, Plain Crazy, premiered. The audience response was decent, but it did not cause a sensation. Walt continued to produce the second film, The Gallopin' Gaucho. Then came the third, Steamboat Willie. This time he took his brother Roy's advice. He added sound to the animation. November 18, 1928. Steamboat Willie premiered at the Colony Theater in New York. It was the world's first synchronized sound cartoon. Mickey whistled on the steamboat. He He used various animals as musical instruments. The audience laughed heartily. Mickey became an instant hit. This day was later designated as Mickey's birthday. Mickey's success saved Disney Studio. From 1928 to 1947, Walt personally voiced Mickey for 19 years. He shaped Mickey into an optimistic and righteous character. Although occasionally impulsive and playful, he was always full of kindness and courage. Mickey quickly became a symbol of American culture. In 1929, Disney began producing the Silly Symphony series. The first episode was The Skeleton Dance. In 1930, Mickey merchandise began selling globally. In 1932, Walt received a Special Academy Award for creating Mickey Mouse. The same year, the world's first color cartoon, Flowers and Trees, was released. Disney began using Technicolor technology, making animation colors more vivid and lively. In 1933, The Three Little Pigs was released. The theme song became a popular hit. In 1934, Donald Duck first appeared in The Wise Little Hen. Disney's character family was growing larger. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Pluto. These characters accompanied countless childhoods. But Walt's ambition went beyond short films. In 1934, he announced plans to produce the first animated feature film. He chose the grim fairy tale Snow White. This decision shocked all of Hollywood. No one had ever made an animated feature film before. The industry mocked it as Disney's folly. Even Walt's brother Roy and wife Lillian tried to dissuade him. But Walt insisted on his dream. He estimated the production budget at $250,000. This was 10 times the budget of a regular animated short. To raise funds, he even mortgaged his own house. The production process was full of challenges. The animators had never dealt with such complex character movements. To make Snow White more realistic, they filmed live-action actors as reference. Walt had extremely high-quality standards. He personally participated in discussions of every detail, from character design to scene layout. From music to voice acting, everything had to be perfect. The production team worked day and night. Walt often worked until late at night before going home. He believed that if they put their hearts into it, the audience would definitely feel that sincerity. The funds quickly ran out. Walt needed $250,000 to complete the film. He screened a rough cut for Joseph Rosenberg of Bank of America. During the screening, Rosenberg sat motionless. Walt's heart was racing. After the screening, Rosenberg turned to him and said, "Walt, that thing will make a pot of money." Then he approved the loan. December 21, 1937, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs premiered in Hollywood. It was the first full-length cel-animated feature in film history. It ran for 83 minutes. The final production cost reached $1,488,000. The audience was deeply moved. Snow White's beauty, the adorable Seven Dwarfs, the terrifying evil queen, all came to life. The film was a huge success. Its first release earned $8 million internationally. It became the highest-grossing film of its time. In 1939, Walt received an honorary Academy Award. This award was very special. It was one regular-sized Oscar statuette, plus 7 miniature statuettes, representing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It was presented by 10-year-old child star Shirley Temple. The success of Snow White proved Walt's vision. Animated features became Disney's main business. In 1940, Pinocchio was released. The same year, Fantasia, the first stereophonic sound film in history, premiered. This film perfectly combined classical music with animation. From then on, Walt only served as producer. He no longer personally engaged in drawing work. In 1941, Dumbo was released. In 1942, Bambi was released. Each work showcased new breakthroughs in animation technology. But the outbreak of World War II affected box office performance. Many films suffered losses in European markets. Fortunately, after the war, they were re-released multiple times. These classic works finally received their due recognition. After the war, Walt began thinking about new directions. In 1950, Cinderella was released to great success. In 1953, Peter Pan was released. Disney established Buena Vista to distribute films independently, no longer relying on other distributors. The same year, the first film combining live action and animation was released, demonstrating Walt's spirit of constant innovation. In 1954, Disney began a television program on ABC. The program was called Disneyland. Walt personally served as host. He introduced the animation production process in a warm and friendly manner. This program became unforgettable for countless American families. Walt became a household name. But Walt's biggest dream was still ahead. He wanted to create a park that the whole family could enjoy. Amusement parks at that time were dirty and chaotic. Parents could only sit on the side and watch their children play. Walt wanted to change this situation. He wanted to create a clean, safe, and imaginative place. In 1948, Walt began conceptualizing Mickey Mouse Park. He traveled to parks around the world for inspiration, including Tivoli Gardens in Denmark, Efteling in the Netherlands, and Greenfield Village in the United States. He recorded all the advantages he observed, then added his own unique creativity. Initially planned to be built near the Burbank studio, but as the vision grew larger, the original site could no longer accommodate it. Walt hired Harrison Price to find a new location. Finally, they selected Anaheim, southeast of Los Angeles, a plot of land about 65 hectares in size. In 1954, construction of Disneyland began. Walt personally supervised every detail, from architectural design to amusement facilities, from landscape layout to staff training. He wanted to ensure everything met the highest standards. The park was divided into 5 themed areas: Main Street USA, Adventureland, Frontierland, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. July 17, 1955, Disneyland in California officially opened. It was the world's first Disney-themed park, and the only one Walt personally participated in designing. Opening day attracted 28,000 visitors. Although there were some minor issues, the enthusiasm of the visitors exceeded imagination. Walt said at the opening ceremony, "Disneyland will never be completed. As long as imagination exists in the world, the park will continue to grow and change." This statement became Disney's operating philosophy. The park continuously introduced new facilities and performances, giving visitors new surprises each time they came. Disneyland was a huge success. In the first year, it received over 3 million visitors. It became one of the most popular tourist attractions in the United States. In 1956, the park began launching fireworks shows. In 1959, the monorail and e-ticket system were introduced. The park's appeal continued to grow. Walt did not stop innovating. In 1961, 101 Dalmatians was released. It used innovative xerography technology, greatly improving animation production efficiency. In 1963, The Sword and the Stone was released. In 1964, Mary Poppins was released. This was Disney's first live-action musical film. It received 13 Academy Award nominations. At the same time, Walt began planning an even bigger dream. He purchased land near Orlando, Florida, preparing to build Walt Disney World Resort. This resort would be much larger than the California park, combining hotels, dining, and shopping. He hoped to create a complete vacation paradise. In the fall of 1966, Walt's physical condition deteriorated. He was diagnosed with lung cancer. Even after being hospitalized for treatment, he was still working on the Florida project. This was his last personally designed work, and his legacy to the world. December 15, 1966. Walt Disney passed away from lung cancer. He was 65 years old. At that time, the Florida project was still under construction. His brother Roy took on this important task. October 1, 1971. Walt Disney World Resort officially opened. It is currently the largest Disney park in the world. Walt Disney received countless awards in his lifetime. He received 48 Academy Award nominations. He actually won 22 Academy Awards, 7 Emmy Awards. He remains the individual with the most Oscars to date. But for Walt, the greatest achievement was not awards. It was bringing joy and dreams to the world. The Mickey Mouse he created became a global cultural icon. In 1934, it was included in the Encyclopedia Britannica. In 1978, it became the first animated character to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Snow White pioneered the era of animated feature films, proving that animation is not just entertainment, but art. Disneyland changed the concept of theme parks, turning amusement parks into dream destinations for the whole family. Walt's influence spread worldwide. Today there are 6 Disney parks around the world. Located in California, USA, Orlando, USA, Paris, France, Tokyo, Japan, Hong Kong, China, and Shanghai, China. They attract hundreds of millions of visitors annually. The Walt Disney Company has become the world's largest media and entertainment conglomerate. But Walt's most precious legacy is his spirit. He believed in the power of dreams, never giving up even in the most difficult times. He said, "If you can dream it, you can do it." This statement has inspired countless dreamers. Walt also taught us to maintain curiosity, to see the world like a child, to always believe in the existence of magic. What he created was not just entertainment products, but a way of life, a pursuit of beautiful things. Starting with a little mouse, Walt Disney built an entertainment empire. He proved the power of creativity and persistence. He proved that dreams can come true. His works transcended language and cultural boundaries, bringing laughter and emotion to the whole world. In 2009, the Walt Disney Family Museum opened. Located near the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, the museum displays Walt's life and achievements, allowing future generations to understand the story of this dreamer. In 2024, the original Mickey Mouse entered the public domain. But Disney's magic will continue forever. Today, when we walk into Disneyland, seeing Sleeping Beauty Castle, hearing familiar melodies, taking photos with Mickey, watching fireworks shows, we are all experiencing the dream Walt left behind. He used his life to tell us, as long as you dare to dream and create courageously, you can change the world. Walt Disney was not just an animation pioneer. He was a practitioner of dreams. He started from nothing, experiencing countless setbacks, but never gave up the pursuit of beauty. The Mickey Mouse he created brought laughter to people during the Great Depression. His animated films gave art new possibilities. His theme parks became the happiest places on Earth. To this day, Disney's magic continues. Every child knows Mickey and his friends. Every family wants to go to Disneyland. All of this stems from one person's dream. A dreamer who believed in magic and persisted in innovation. Walt once said, "You can design, create, build the most wonderful place in the world. But it requires people to make the dream a reality." Today, millions of people continue to practice his dream, spreading Disney's magic to every corner of the world. Thank you, Walt Disney. Thank you for bringing joy and dreams to the world. Thank you for teaching us to chase our dreams courageously. Thank you for proving that imagination can change the world. Your spirit will forever inspire us to pursue our own dreams and create our own magic. See you next time.